If you want some more pep out of your 2019 or newer Ram 1500 without messing around with a tuner, this Ultimate9 evcX throttle controller with a Bluetooth app is a great solution. Now this little device here offers some better pickup and throttle response for your truck, getting rid of the delay that you may have noticed when you're trying to get your truck moving from a stop or just shifting gears. Now it's good for the stock Ram or one that's been bogged down from larger tires, heavier mods, or larger loads in the back, and is a small and very non-intrusive system that's easy to use while staying pretty inconspicuous. Now this throttle controller has 8 different driving modes and 32 levels of adjustability to either make the throttle response more or less sensitive depending on what you're looking for at that time, and it allows you to fine-tune the modes to your preference to create a more custom feel in your truck. Going through the modes, this specific option features the Ultimate9 setting, which locks this in at the highest level for maximum throttle response if you want full tilt boogie all the time. Now underneath of that is the Ultimate mode, which gives you the option to choose level 1 through 9 within it, depending on what you want that day. This also has launch modes to offer a controlled launch to reduce any wheel spin. Similar to that is an adjustable anti-slip mode with levels 1 through 9 to offer a more smooth and responsive acceleration on slippery surfaces. Adapt mode allows the controller to respond based off of your driving habits, and Eco, adjustable 1 through 9, dampens the throttle response based on your liking. Now there is also a factory mode for OE response, valet mode for intentional slow acceleration at half of the throttle response that it normally has, and lock and unlock modes to disable or enable the use of the throttle pedal altogether. Now all those features are packed within this small little device here with a black and white OLED screen on the front, a sleek silver border, and 2 silver buttons right on the front. Now those 2 buttons on the front allow you to change the modes and the sensitivity, but being Bluetooth, this is also able to be controlled via an Android or iOS compatible app, giving you more of that custom feel when it comes time to change it. This also has a removable interface, which is the main device here with a dual USB-C plug port, so you can choose to keep this plugged in to change it on the fly or set it and forget it and store it in your console. And it even comes with this little included bag here, so you always know it's safe and it's not getting scratched up when you drop it in the glove box. And the install with the included harness here is also 100% plug and play, making this super easy, and we'll show you how to do that and go through all the modes in just a minute. Now this is about $300 and it's pretty on par with others like it. Now this does have some unique settings with the fixed and adjustable options, adaptable modes, and the ability to customize it a little bit further than the entry-level style controller. Now it's not a full-blown tuner if you don't want to change any parameters, but it does offer a lot of choices compared to the average, and it is Bluetooth and allows alternate forms of control, making this a solid choice if those additional features are something that you're in search of. Install here is a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. It's going to take you no longer than an hour to get this in place and tuned to your preferred setting. However, at this point, I'm going to hand it over to one of our installers here. They're going to show you a detailed process of how this gets installed and go through the modes with you. So that's going to wrap it up for what I have to say. Let's go ahead and get to the install.
Tools required for this install include a small flathead screwdriver, scissors or diagonal cutters, and a zip tie. Today we're installing a throttle controller in our Ram, so let's get started.
So the first thing that we need to do is install this splitter harness onto our gas pedal connector. Now the one that you need to remove from the gas pedal, you're going to need a small flathead screwdriver for. There's this little slot right here that you can stick that in and pry it out. Once you release that clip, you can just lift off your connector. So we're going to go right to the top of our gas pedal, to that connector, pry out, and then we can just lift that straight up and off. Then we're going to plug that male side of our connector into the connector that we just removed. Push it all the way in, and then push in your locking tab. And then take the other side and connect it to the gas pedal, and then push in your locking tab.
So now we're going to take our wire and we need to run it somewhere where we want to mount our controller. Now I'm going to have my controller come right down here on this little panel. Now the most important part is keeping this away from your brake pedal and the gas pedal. You don't want this to go under them and get your pedals caught. So I'm going to come to our hood release cable. I'm going to go over that to keep it nice and high so that it won't come down behind our pedals. And I'm going to mount my controller, plug this in, and then I'll zip tie all this extra wire and tuck it behind this panel right here. So you can get your controller. We just have a double-side tape pad. So peel that backing, stick it down where you want it. Plug in your wire, and then just grab a zip tie this excess, and it's going to go right behind this panel back here. So you want to leave a little bit of slack on this side so that you can reach back there. That's good right there. So I'll run my zip tie around my wires. Take a pair of scissors or diagonal cutters to trim the excess of the zip tie. And then bring your wires back and tuck them behind that panel, nice and out of the way. And now that way you don't have to worry about your wire coming into contact with anything. So now on our device, we've got a bunch of different modes, and then the other button is going to be for the sensitivity in each mode. So if you press the sensitivity, this number on the right is going to go up. And before going back down to 1. And then you can change your modes with this button. We've got factory, valet, Ultimate9, ultimate, launch, adapt, eco, and anti-slip. Now you can also control these from a phone app. So if you press the different modes, it's going to change on the screen as well. And then you have your slider here for the sensitivity, and that'll change that number on the screen as well. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the Ultimate9 evcX throttle controller with Bluetooth app for your 2019 and newer Ram 1500. Thank you for watching, and for all things Ram, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.